I was just thinking today of the concept which I heard you speak about a few years ago in Jagannath Puri called consolidation. And I was wondering if you could give some practical points or just some guidance on how we can consolidate all of this into our own life, because we take in, as you said, we took too much. How do we consolidate this in such a way that...
Well, as I was telling somebody recently, maybe I was telling Bana, Prabhu, in previous years, I felt like I was trying too hard. I was trying to capture every point. I wrote them all down. In fact, afterwards, Samya Pras did some arduous work over the next couple of days, trying to pinpoint all my notes that I had taken to try to catch every single thing. And I was in anxiety that I was going to miss any point. And I wasn't able to assimilate all that, at least not on that level academically. As the notebooks pile up, I have thousands of notebooks, and somebody's transcribing them now, and I'm realizing same thing. Anyway, here's my thought on that: is that it automatically gets consolidated in some ways. I was just realizing on the trip to Vṛndāvana, I just felt enveloped by the words I've heard from the purports. You can't not get affected. It's like radiation. You may think, that was nothing, and then next thing you know, you're totally radiated. And I think that it takes a little time. Like vidyāṁ cāvidyāṁ jayas tad vedobhayaмкam saha, avidyayā tīrtvā vidyayāmṛtam aśnute. Only one who can cultivate nescience and transcendental knowledge side by side can transcend the influence of repeated birth and death and enjoy the full blessings of immortality. So there's a way in which everything goes in. That's my realization. I don't have to chase it as hard as I think I do, because it's up to Krishna. My job is to hear it as faithfully as possible. śuśrūṣoḥ śraddadhānasya. Be eager to hear it. Be open to hear it. Don't run away from it. Don't try to control it too much. Just let it be there. And then Krishna knows exactly how all the places to fit it into my consciousness. Like this goes here, that goes there. It's like automatic. And when I go out into the world and I start doing whatever I'm doing, again, I find that there's nothing lost. It all went in somewhere, and it all gets integrated into my life in one way. That's my current realization of the consolidation of the experience of hearing.
Yeah, because I noticed today, I went and visited a friend, and we were just discussing. I just noticed every other sentence that I'm saying, well, in the third canto. and I didn't even, I honestly felt like I was just missing it because of, services or this and that. I was like, man, I'm just missing the whole point this year. I'm just not even catching it. But then in this conversation that I was having with the devotee, I just realized this is really having effect, because I'm bringing these things up not just to say it, but it's in the course of practical dialogue regarding the nuances of devotional life. And I just noticed that it's had an effect practically.
Yeah, thank you for that, for confirmation. And as a metaphor, we may notice the way we take care of our body comes out in the way the body then acts. For instance, if you adjust your diet in one way or another, you'll start noticing it. Oh, a body's automatically adjusting to my diet, or sleep, or whatever else you do with your physical body. It just is such a finely tuned instrument, down to the minutest detail. It responds. What speaker hearing Śrīmad-Bhāgavatam, it has its way of going in, and the response of the mind, the heart, the internal workings are all by Krishna's mercy. It all takes place automatically. Just as you're passing the mic, to remember that verse where Kapila says that, is it Kapila? Yes, he says in the Glories of Devotional Service that by the process of bhakti, the subtle body is transformed just the way food in the stomach is. You just eat it. And the next thing you know, you got energy. You don't think about how it was done. And so he said in the same thing with bhakti. If you do bhakti, which is shravanam kirtanam, then next thing you know, you're different. You see the world differently. Your worldview changes. The way you interact with other people. Tadarajas tamo bhava, kamalobhadayasche, the internal urges that were there before. Like, hey, where'd you guys go? They start transforming, and just like the Bhagavatam says.